made it to the start. Beautiful beach, it's quite busy, but it's a lovely white sandy beach. I think we should go and dip the wheel in the sea, I suppose, if we're going to do this properly. Hopefully not my feet. Right, just demolished a massive tray of chips and we've got 357 miles to go. 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I've just got to the start. So I'm not sure how far we're going to get. I need to really do another 30 miles, so fingers crossed we can get that done today. I think we can, because I got nothing better to do than just ride. So yeah, we're going to set off. I'm feeling a little bit full now, but I figured there's just too much temptation here. I could probably spend all day here just eating, but I figured I'd just grab something to eat now and then I don't have to worry so much about food later. So yeah, let's go and get on with it. I just realised I didn't explain what the Old Chalk Way is. I'm still new to this YouTube thing. So it's about 360 miles, just under 360 miles. It starts in Lyme Regis in Dorset. It finishes in Holme-next-the-Sea in Norfolk. So it's kind of like a coast to coast, but it sort of follows the Greater Ridgeway, which is an ancient road, the oldest road in Britain, believed to be about 5,000 years old. And yeah, takes in some of the nicest sights in the south of England, I guess. Or hopefully, anyway. I'm bike packing it, and yeah, hopefully most nights I'll be wild camping. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Right, let's get on with it, I guess. First bit of off-roading, let me tell you, it is nice to be off-road. I probably won't be saying that in a minute, I'll probably want to be back on the road. Look at these trees, they're incredible. I've said it before, I love a good tree. Although I wouldn't want to be in that underneath that one there when that branch fell down. I think they call them widow makers. Now that's a view, ain't it? If there was a little bit less fog, I think it'd be incredible. I mean, it's incredible now, but I think how incredible it would be there, and you can see for miles, I reckon. So I'll be honest with you, this ride pretty much nearly didn't happen. So last night I hadn't packed, I hadn't got ready or anything. And I just wasn't feeling it. I was just so shattered from all the stress, from job searching and interviews and everything. I just didn't feel like I could do it. But Hayley convinced me to get out and just give it a go. And I'm glad she did, because so far today, I'm enjoying it. So yeah, but I don't know, maybe we won't get to the end. I'm just going to take each day as it comes. We've got about 20 miles left to hit our target and it's about 3:30. I'm not sure if we're going to hit the target today, we'll see. Bit of a blockage here, a few big trees come down. So we're going to have to carry the bike over it. Ow. Let's give it a go. Yeah, did it. I think there's an issue with my dynamo hub not charging. Yeah, I mean, it's just not really, I don't think it's charging anything. My lights on the dynamo are working, so that's one thing. I don't know, we might have to stop in a hotel one night just to charge some bits up. I've got 2 power banks, so I should be alright, at least for a few days. Like a little river this is. Oh dear, look at that. Hopefully we can get around it. Oh, this climb is huge and it's very slippy, but the thing I forgot about being loaded up is that extra weight over the rear wheel really does help with some traction. I mean, I'm on like a semi-slick rear tyre and I can get up this stuff, which is quite difficult, although I'm probably going to bin it in a second. Can we make it to the top? Oh, oh man, I think we're walking for a little bit, for a little push. Sometimes with bike packing, you should just get off and have a little bit of a push, to be honest, especially if you're doing long distance stuff, because it just gives you a bit of a rest, but you're still moving, you're still getting towards where you need to get. And a lot of the time when you're fully loaded and trying to ride up stuff like this, you're probably not going any faster. If not, you might be going slower than if you were riding up, so it just makes sense to vary things up a bit. Back on the bike, let's get moving. How deep do you think that is? I think I might be able to sneak around the edge, hopefully, without getting wet. I never know if it's going to be like an inch deep or like 4 or 5 feet. Oh, it's stuck. Made it. Hopefully there's no more. Church can only mean one thing. We're going to try and find some water outside tap. Shoulder pain started to rear its ugly head, so yeah, I'm going to try and find the next best spot to put the tent up and call it a day. So we've done 55 miles so far, but I don't know how far that's going to be the next good spot. So it could be 2 miles, it could be 10, it could be 20, hopefully not 20. Let's see if we can find a tap. There we go. Hopefully it works. Yeah, it does. It's always a good idea to give these things like a bit of a look over before you drink them. And yeah, it's a bit murky. It doesn't smell the best. I think I'll fill my bottle up with it and I can boil it, but I'm not probably going to try and find some other source of water. Hey sheep. Oh, this is a big hill. I've hit the 60-mile target for the day, actually. I haven't found anywhere to sleep yet. I think there might be somewhere up here. So, the reality of bikepacking in England is you got to try and be a bit stealthy about it. And I came up here thinking I'm going to be able to sleep in this little bit of woods. And yeah, it's just too overgrown and stuff to even get in there. So, we got to find somewhere else. So it's not really the ideal dream campsite, but I think it'll do. Morning. So I slept pretty terribly. It's like 6 AM now, I've been awake since 5. Just after I set up the tent last night, I heard someone or people talking, a quad bike, and yeah, I was convinced that they were going to come and find me and make me move. So I was like really quiet until I definitely knew that they'd gone. And then, yeah, we had dinner. But I kept thinking through the night, like, someone's going to come and find me. So anyway, I thought it's best to just get up and get going. So that's what we're going to do. I need to sort out my power situation because I'm already halfway through one of my power banks. So I need to try and fix that dynamo hub, really. So that's something I need to do this morning. I need to get some water, and then we're going to go and see a man with a big dick. I'll see you in a bit. It's a beautiful morning. Not bad, eh? Good news and bad news. So the Cerne Giant is over there and is a bit of a massive letdown. Good news is I think my dynamo hub has magically started working. Woo! So you can actually get a better look at the Giant if you come up this past the Abbey and then up this path. You can go and have a look at him up there. Although unless you're using a drone, I don't think you really appreciate the full Giant. It's been a bit of a slow start this morning, but at least my dynamo is charging now, so that's good. It's been pretty chilled out start to day. I need to just find some water now. That's the next goal of the day. I've got to give you some facts on the Cerne Giant. So some people believe he's 5,000 years old. Other people think he's a few hundred years old. It's drawn by a few lads when they had a little bit too much to drink and they were just messing around on the hill.
I made a really nice cock au vin.
Cock of what?
You don't help yourself, do you?
Oh yes, I see. Cock au vin, very mature.
Or yeah, it could be the Romans. No one really knows. This route has got some epic views. Like seriously. I'm just walking across this because it's just that freshly ploughed, bum destroying stuff. Where you go no faster when you ride and then end up paying for it later. In fact, it's probably the first bit on this whole route that is uncomfortable to ride on. I think this is easily my favourite part of the route so far. Do you ever wonder why there's just a random tree just on its own in the middle of Yeah. Love a tree. Tip: if you see a manky old water trough like this one, obviously you don't want to drink that water, but fresh water. I am going to put some purification tablets in it, but it looks good. This wild garlic, it's everywhere. It just makes me want garlic bread. I need to find somewhere actually to go and have a nice big breakfast, I think. Cheers. Not a full English, but I did just have iced coffee, bag of crisps, an ice cream, and now I'm working my way through a bag of jelly babies. Just seen a farm shop and I thought I've got to stop. I've got some other treats as well for later, so yeah, all good. Oh, I got some deodorant as well, so I don't have to smell quite as bad. Up again. Here we go. Another hill. I think I picked a really good time of year to do this, because if you like wildflowers and bluebells, they're just everywhere. Like the whole route so far is just lined with bluebells and wild garlic. It's absolutely stunning. That downhill was a lot of fun, but you know when you have a little bit too much fun and you just keep going and going and going, and you think this is going on for a while, and then you look down on your GPS unit and realise you should have gone up this hill instead. Yeah, I just did that. So now I've had to do just a little bit of extra climbing just to make up for that fun little downhill. Just stopped for lunch. Cheese and bacon toasted was very nice, and a coffee, and a bit of free power from the plug sockets at the cafe. Although it didn't really have much of an effect on my power bank. Anyway, it's still plugged into the dynamo, so hopefully by the end of today it'll be fully charged. Although I doubt it. Yeah, so we're about halfway, well, just under halfway. We've done about 23 miles and I want to do about 60. I've planned it, so if I do about 60, we're going to get to like a big wooded area. So I'm hoping that there'll be somewhere decent to put the tent up, and yeah, fingers crossed. So far today it's been quite slow going, particularly the start of the day. Although it seems to be speeding up, so fingers crossed it's going to be nice and fast flowing. So we've got this flat bit now, so hopefully that should let me make up a little bit of time. I think this is another one of those classic converted railway lines that we're riding on at the minute. We've got some old steam trains back there. I didn't want to curse it by talking about it, but I thought if I ignored it it'd go away, but my shoulder's starting to hurt again and we're not even got that far through. It's ridiculous. Oh well, hopefully it'll go away. I thought my chain was sounding bad until those roadies passed me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I haven't bought any oil because I didn't have room. Just oil beforehand. Thought, it'll be alright. So we might have to find some along the way. 297 miles to go. We're under 300. Yee! A long way to go yet, eh? I'm not religious in the slightest, but I do love a good old church. Anyway, I've just taken a few ibuprofen because I haven't got time to have issues with my shoulder. So hopefully that'll work. I won't spend the rest of the day in pain. I think the flat section is now officially over. I think we're going up hills now, but there's been quite a lot of road this afternoon, which normally I'm not a massive fan of, but it means we're covering ground fast. It's nice and smooth, so yeah, I'll take it for now. God, this is a big hill. It's making up for that flat. That's the first bit done. The next shop I see, I'm buying sun cream, don't let me forget. It's probably a bit too late, to be honest. I'm probably going to be a bit crispy. Right, this is the famous Gold Hill. Apparently it's on a bread advert. I don't know. Oh. Yeah.
Just go on it.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Oh, that was rough, but I did get a standing ovation. I know, it was fun, it was fun. If you're watching this and you've never been to England and you think this is what England looks like, I hate to say it, but you're wrong. This is what one part of England looks like, southern England, very rich area of southern England, and a lot of it doesn't look like this, unfortunately. So don't take this as what the whole of England's like, because you're wrong, it's not. Back on the old gravel hills, dynamo's charging, but it's not charging
my power bank very fast, because I think all the hills that we keep going up, anything where I'm below 5 miles an hour, it doesn't charge. It's not going fast enough. Because I've had it plugged into this camera which tells me when it is charging and when it's not. And yeah, but I'm going to try charging the camera for a bit because I need to do that anyway. So yeah, we'll try that. This is like the longest stretch of road ever. It's just going on and 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 on. Gravel! That's what you call gravel, right? Proper gravel. So, these are the woods I was eyeing up. Promising, right? I reckon we can find somewhere here. Think this will do me. I'm not going to put the tent up yet. I'm just going to cook some food and just hang around for a bit because it's still quite early. But I can't ride any further, because if I ride any further I've got to go over Salisbury Plains where they do the military training. Definitely won't be able to sleep there, and possibly it won't even be open for me to ride across, so I don't want to have to worry about that tonight. So we're going to stop for now. We've done 56 miles, a little bit short, but it's fine, that'll do. Yeah, so let's cook some food and we'll put the tent up in a bit. Right, so I thought I'd show you around camp. So here I've got this little sculpture I made. It's for drying out your clothes. I need to dry out my shoes and my socks because my feet are turning into trench foot. Here is the bike garage, and then down here we've got my pile of crap. So we're just going to make a cup of tea. Just eating chocolate, thinking. I spent like 3 weeks in Canada, in British Columbia a few years ago, and I was just so impressed. We hired a pickup truck with a rooftop tent, and there's just so many free campsites with fire pits, toilets, like compost toilets, those ones that are big, a hole in the ground with a hut on the top, and it's all free, and they're in like the most stunning places. But out here in the UK there's nothing like that that's free. Everything you have to pay for. And yeah, I don't want to stop on a campsite with, you know, like loads of other people and stare at caravans. I don't mind a campsite if it's like a little one that's sort of a bit more rustic, I guess. But like caravan and camping club sites, not my thing. Why are campsites so expensive now? They're like at least 25 quid a night. I remember when they used to be like a tenner. I sound old now. Yeah, so that's why we're doing this. Anyway, tomorrow we are heading over Salisbury Plain, which is where they do the military exercises. I don't know whether it's going to be open, the route, so we might have to do a bit of a diversion, but I didn't want to deal with that tonight. And then after that we're going to Stonehenge. My camera's just beeping at me because I filled the SD card. I'm not actually sure if I've got enough SD cards to finish this trip, so I might have to try and buy one along the way. I haven't really planned this trip very well, have I? So anyway, gonna have dinner, and then that's it. I'll probably see you in the morning. Hopefully I'll have got away with it. Goodbye.